Have you noticed? These days, almost everyone is addicted to something. And I'm not just talking about drugs or alcohol. Addiction is everywhere. We've become so dependent on dopamine that even eating a meal without a YouTube video playing in the background feels boring. And when these addictions spiral out of control, they slowly push us toward a life we don't even want. Whether it's social media, gaming, or simply chasing constant dopamine hits, these habits quietly destroy your productivity, confidence, and happiness. But don't worry, by the end of this video, you'll understand why addiction happens, and more importantly, how to break free from it, using science. Let's start with what's happening inside your brain. Your brain has a reward system. Whenever you experience something pleasurable, eating chocolate, playing video games, scrolling through social media, your brain releases dopamine. Dopamine makes you feel good, at least temporarily. But here's the problem. Over time, your brain adapts, and eventually it needs more dopamine than before just to feel the same level of satisfaction. When dopamine spikes too high, it doesn't simply return to normal afterward. It often drops below your baseline, and that's when you start feeling unmotivated, tired, bored, empty. Your brain doesn't like that feeling, so it immediately starts looking for another source of instant pleasure to push dopamine back up, and then the cycle repeats, again and again. That's addiction. So how do you fix it? Step 1. Accept that there's a problem. Everything starts with self-awareness. A lot of people make excuses. I only play games to relax. I'm just killing time. But let's be honest. Spending 8 hours in front of a screen isn't relaxation, it's avoidance. Anything becomes a problem when you can no longer control it. So the first step is simple. Be honest with yourself. Accept that the problem exists. Step 2. Replace the addiction. Years ago, I used to spend entire days playing Free Fire. My physical health was suffering, my mental health was suffering, and I wasn't making progress in any area of my life. Then I started working out, and something interesting happened. The gaming slowly started disappearing on its own, because now I was getting dopamine from the gym. I was getting satisfaction from seeing progress. And that's the secret. Don't just remove a bad habit. Replace it. Find healthier sources of dopamine. Exercise, socializing, meditation, reading, building skills. By the way, be honest. What's your biggest addiction right now? Gaming, your phone, social media, or procrastination? Comment just one word below. Step 3. Become obsessed with a goal. Sometimes replacement alone isn't enough. My gaming addiction completely disappeared when I started taking YouTube seriously. I became so obsessed with building something meaningful that I simply didn't have time for games anymore. And honestly, games started feeling boring. You need a goal that excites you so much that your addiction begins to look small in comparison. A mission, a purpose, something worth sacrificing distractions for. Step 4. Fix your mental health. Many addictions aren't actually about pleasure, they're about escape. We use addictive behaviors to run away from stress, loneliness, anxiety, sadness. That's why improving your mental health is essential. And it doesn't have to be complicated. Simple things help. Meditation, gratitude, exercise, good sleep, real conversations with real people. Small habits can create massive changes. Step 5. Change your identity. The biggest shift happened when I stopped seeing myself as an addicted person. I asked myself a simple question. Do I genuinely want to become someone controlled by addiction? The answer was no, and that changed everything. Because people don't consistently follow goals, they follow identity. If you keep telling yourself, I'm lazy, you'll act like a lazy person. But if you genuinely start believing, I'm disciplined, your actions slowly begin aligning with that identity. That's how real transformation happens. Bonus, expect relapses. Sometimes you'll slip up, and that's normal. A relapse doesn't erase your progress. It doesn't send you back to zero. If you used to struggle every single day, but now it only happens occasionally, that's improvement. Don't hate yourself. Don't quit. Just get back on track. I used to spend 8 hours a day gaming. I procrastinated constantly, and I felt incredibly unproductive. But little by little, my habits changed. And if I was able to change, honestly, you can too. If you found this video helpful, make sure to like it, share it, and subscribe to the channel. And let me know in the comments, what addiction are you trying to overcome? I'll see you in the next video.